will begin in 5 minutes. May we remind you that video recording is not permitted.
Hello, it's day 6 and we're behind the scenes at the Royal Albert Hall, and it's the comedy night. It's alright, it's the easiest one, isn't it? Really easy. It's just all we need is mics. There's no monitors or guitars or drums to set up, apart from Tim Minchin, who thinks he's a rock god. What can you do?
My ears are...
I'm broadly against cancer in teenagers.
The reason I came down here was to support a worthy charity.
If you'd said, would you do a gig with this lineup of people, but it's pro-teenage cancer, I also probably would have done that.
It's helping kids. I used to be a kid about 5-6 years ago, maybe 30. But the important thing is I used to be a kid, so it's nice to help the younger generation.
I'm here, aren't I? What do you want? What were you hoping for?
It seems so little to tell a few jokes, even in front of 5,000 people, you know. But you know the money that the night makes, and you know that what the Teenage Cancer Trust does.
The people I know who have survived childhood cancer are just some of the most impressive people in the world, and these kids are just so impressive. They're a testament to how good humans are at adjusting to whatever they have to deal with.
I'm tweeting about to introduce the Teenage Cancer Trust Comedy Night at the Royal Albert Hall, starting with this guy, and then when you hit the link it shows you a picture of Jason Manford. I mean, it doesn't really work in verbal form. You had to have seen the tweet to really appreciate its brilliance.
Some of the kids are telling us jokes about cancer that you wouldn't even think about telling on stage. I'm like, whoa, easy there. You know, like...
I don't really see them as teenagers with cancer, though. I think it's wrong to kind of put a badge on someone and say you're a teenager with cancer. I think they're potential comedy goers. That is how I see them. Potential consumers of my DVDs. That's a much nicer, broader term.
Now I'm 30 odd, and I'm talking to this 13, 14-year-old, and he just seems really grown up, and they've grown up too soon, and they've had to grow up too soon.
To have people around who understand what you're going through a similar thing, you need people your peers, you need people who you can relate to.
You want to know that you're a 14-year-old lad with cancer, and you want to know that it's not just you, and it's not that unusual.
Is anyone feeling better after the gig? I mean,
there's no one who's not affected by cancer, but my family have lost people young.
I lost my kid brother to lymphoma, and he got it when he was a teenager. You know, it's sort of really, if I can do something in a small way, it's a privilege to be, and it sounds a bit twee, but I know it is. It's an absolute. I'm really proud and privileged to be part of it.
It's a charity for people who do work that the rest of us would rather just not think about because we find it too upsetting and we find it easy to just... So yeah, it's an incredible charity.
I say this quite often, it's amazing that we have to have charities to do it. It's amazing that the NHS, and I know the NHS can't because, you know, budget restraints and all that, but surely somebody would have identified that need donkeys years ago, you know, but God bless Teenage Cancer Trust.
It's a very British thing, but it's a very human thing, that humour does get us through the most difficult times. Humour and a cup of tea.
Yeah, it was a good show tonight. Everybody loved me. I think I was the highlight of the evening. That's what you've heard that? Yeah, I think I was the highlight of the evening. I'll probably be back next year.
It's Gareth, my tour manager. Hey, Gareth. It's an easy gig, isn't it? 15 minutes, piece of piss.